That's
thousands
called
of
sporadic
miles.
E propagation. It bounces off a layer of the atmosphere.
Okay,
Well,
that's
alright,
called
hold on, fellas.
skywave propagation.
Okay, hold on, fellas.
Sporadic
Hold on,
E
hold on, hold on.
propagation.
Everyone's had their say on that. Okay, let me ask you, what another thing that I found fascinating as a normie is the contention between the what do they call you, Dave? A glober?
I don't know.
What is the
globe
name?
Heads, globe,
Globe.
I don't care.
And then so the globe people and the flat people is the idea that one of the things that I saw Austin talk about and you talk about was that essentially 5,000 years ago there was a different North Star, and the question around whether or not the stars move, because that is actually paramount to the idea that the Earth is rotating around the sun versus the Earth being the center of the universe. So Austin, I'll go to Austin, then I'll go to Dave, and then next time we'll start with Dave. So in the flat Earth model, is it that the stars? Can you explain the stars thing to the layman in the flat Earth model?
Okay. Wait, the star thing? Like the question you just asked about the star moving or something else?
Well, I thought maybe I misunderstood. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the flat Earth mindset was that the stars did not move. Is that not true?
Sure.
Am I wrong about that?
Okay. Well,
or correct
the
me.
claim there is a claim that the North Star used to be a different star, and it's a very vague, ambiguous claim based on like architecture. So there's no actual legitimate evidence verifying that. For all legitimately recorded history, we have Polaris. But there is something called a kinematic equivalence, which sure that sounds fancy, but it's not.
Hold on. I know you're explaining it, but you didn't add. So is it what is the flat Earth position on stars? Do they move or do they not move?
They move every day. That's called sidereal rotation. If you mean over time, there does seem to be a slight progression of the stars. But what I'm trying to explain is that isn't exclusive to the Earth moving or not moving, right? It's called kinematic equivalence, which is what relativity is about, relative motion. It's like, oh, is the plane moving or am I moving? You can never tell. That's what the globe model says. So anything that moves in the sky could by default not prove that we were the ones moving, according to the official globe model. That's the point I'm making. It's called a kinematic equivalence. So whatever the stars are doing, because we can't go back thousands of years and verify if the North Star was different, whether it was or wasn't, it doesn't prove the Earth is moving.
So Dave, your response to that?
Yeah, a couple things. Number one, the North Star became Polaris in like 600 CE or something.
6,000
very
years
well
ago.
No, way more recent than that. Polaris. I mean, it was Thuban in the times of the Egyptians. Became Polaris. So that's well documented. But furthermore, we don't need to do that. We can very accurately observe Milankovitch cycles. We can see the precession of the rotational axis happens every year. It can be measured, and then there's parallax and all these other things. But that's not really what matters, because again, he's trying to do this thing where he doesn't have to where he's pretending that geocentrism doesn't assume a spherical Earth. When the argument was going on in the Renaissance, early Renaissance, about geocentrism and heliocentrism, we knew that the Earth was a sphere. So every time he does this kinematic equivalence thing, the kinematic
Hey y'all, my mic was muted, so this is after the fact, but yeah, this is a really huge run for me. I like sub 4 Superflat's been we've been chasing this for like over a year now. And it's not even that, out of reach. It just the stars haven't aligned and the perches haven't happened in the right moments, or the forebeds have been choked so many times over the last year and a half that getting sub 4 finally feels really good. I remember saying that 3 looks really sexy, and I wanted to, make sure that that phrase got in this video because that's really funny. Yeah, this is a great run. I'm really excited. It can go a lot lower. Please, someone beat this. I want to see this go really low. All right, bye.